Hi everyone, it's Tara. Welcome back to Tara's Take. Today I am starting, this is going to be my first collaboration video in July. I'm going to be doing this every Friday, and my collaboration is again with Tanya from Tatty Treasures and Nanine from Collage Type. And I have here their gorgeous kit. There's two of them actually. One is their vintage botanicals, the other is vintage architecture, I believe. And I'm gonna have them linked below. I've got something here on this little spot right here. I'm gonna have them linked below, and also all the lovely ladies that are participating. But I thought that I would show you some of these papers. I was kind of playing with how I wanted to do this. I have already gone in and, okay, I'll be honest, I started a video the other day and my sewing machine messed up. Everything was kind of messing up. So I just said, never mind, I'm not going to do that. And I am just separating these papers now because I had them set up so I was going to sew them together, but my machine is acting flaky. So we're not going to do that today until I can really have time to sit down and fiddle with the machine and figure out why it's doing what it's doing. So anyway, so these are some of the papers. This is part of the vintage botanical. I am waiting for an order of my paper to come. I ran out of my matte paper. So this is just part of the kit. This is, like I said, this is part of the vintage botanical. I was leaning more towards printing out the blues, pinks, the kind that had more lavenders, but there's another portion of the kit that has reds and yellows and oranges, and just, it's just a huge, beautiful kit. You can get one of the kits, I believe, okay, I'm not sure. I'm gonna have to look this up. I should have looked it up before I got on video, and I apologize, Tanya. One of the kits is Tanya's kit. I don't know how I ended up printing on the wrong side. I printed these on the matte, not the matte photo paper, but the regular paper side. Anyway, these are okay. I don't know how I managed that. But yeah, this is the architecture kit. It's just gorgeous. Look at this. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So one of the kits is in Nanine's shop. The other kit is in Tanya's. And I'm just, I think, I could be wrong. And if I am, I will correct myself. I'm uploading videos right now, so I can't jump over into Etsy and check. Because I don't want to mess up what my computer's doing, just in case. But, yeah. One kit is over in Nanine's and one is in Tanya's, and I will link the kits also in the videos so that you guys can jump over and grab these. They are beautiful, as you can see, and they're huge. There's, correct me if I'm wrong, Tanya, in the comments, but there's like over 100. I think there's over 100 pages. So yeah, just massive, massive, massive. So what we're gonna do today, I'm just kind of going through these real quick so you can see the pages, kind of get an idea. As you can see, the architectural one is very, very neutral based. So you can kind of build on this however you see fit, okay? Mix and match, you know, do the whole bit. And then you've got the pieces, you've got fussy cuts, and then you've got envelopes and pockets, okay? So I have a whole drawer over here. I haven't cut them all, but I've cut quite a few of the little stamps. We've got these really fun scrolls. Where there is life, there is hope. Amen. That's a beautiful phrase. Hallelujah. Nature does not hurry, and yet everything is accomplished. So praise God. Yeah, these are beautiful. And then we've got some tickets. You've got adorable stamps with florals and charts on them and just different stuff. Then we've got these little circular ones here. and they have different things on them. Some have wording, some have flowers. These fun little guys here for, you know, page decorators or decoration for whatever is in your project, you know. So what I thought I would do, I'm going to attempt to do, wish me luck, you guys, pray for me. I've never made a tall skinny journal, but I want to do mine, of course. I want to be a little bit different, so I want to do a tall skinny corrugated cardboard journal. So the other day, this is what I actually did on camera, and it kind of flopped for me because, like I said, my machine jacked up and I was like, never mind. I was so frustrated I just gave up. But I've been looking at this, trying to decide how I want to decorate it. Of course, I've left, what I did was I cut 2 pieces that correlate to just a little bit taller than my paper. Okay, so you guys can kind of, I'm just going to explain what I did so you kind of have a rundown. And then, of course, the width of my paper, I've got about probably, I don't know, maybe a 1/2 inch, maybe 1/4 to a 1/2 inch over on this, on the side. So once I sew this into, well, once I sew it onto the piece I'm going to sew it onto and then glue it into the spine, my paper will probably, you know, come to like there. Okay, that's the goal. Let me see. Yeah, so it's just like 1/4 of an inch, 1/8 of an inch at the top, and then it'll probably be about 1/4 of an inch on the inside. Okay, and so what I did was I took a pizza box, I made a spine here, and I took the tape. It's a generic of the Tyvek tape, but it works good. Anyway, so I have the Tyvek tape is there. I'm not taking it off yet because I'm not sure what I want to put here yet, but I think I'm going to put fabric and lace, more than likely, and I think I'm going to layer it, but I haven't completely decided. Okay, so what I want to do is decorate this cover in a way that is leaving the corrugated cardboard in place. I want that as my backdrop to build on. So I was thinking to take some of this paper and maybe do a little bit of collaging, just a touch, you know, down the front and the back, but enough to leave the corrugated cardboard there. I want to do some gold paint on here. I know that for sure. I want to distress it and possibly Mod Podge it. And then I want to do probably a lace and fabric on the spine. Okay, that's the goal. And I've already picked for the front. This is going to be right here as my, to cover the closure, because I'm kind of falling in love with just doing some ribbon or some sari silk or, you know, netting or whatever, and just doing a really simple closure. I love tie closures, so for me, that one that I discovered in last month's collaboration with just gluing it down and then covering the thing with something so that, you know, it just doesn't look like it's just glued down. I liked it. It ended up being really cool. So this time I took this was a barrette, and I took not a barrette, like a clip, and I took the clip off so it'll lay flat. And I've used these before. If you watch any of my other videos, I think it's gonna go that way. There we go. If you've watched any of my other videos from way back when I was doing really fancy journals last year, I did this a lot, and I love to use jewelry and stuff like that on my covers. I think it makes them look fancy and schmancy and pretty. And this is just an old, it's not antique, but it is very old. It was my mother-in-law's, and so I know that it's a blessing to put that on there. She would have been happy. Okay, so I also decided that since this is more of a botanical, I am going to use my green botanical paper as what I collage with on the front, and then I'll probably do some more covering of that after that, but this is the backdrop. Okay, and so those two things are going to be in here. By the way, the other day when I was doing the glossing and I wanted to gloss that piece for the mixed media thing, this is what I was looking for, my gloss varnish. I went and found it after the fact, so just in case anybody was wondering the other day, yesterday I think it was, what is she doing? That was what I was doing. Okay, So here is my first one I folded, and I haven't decided if I want to put this double-sided with the paper, or if I want to do distressing on it. So for right now, I'm going to work a little bit on this cover, okay? Because I know what I would like to see happen with it. I don't know why I put my paint back over here where I had to get back up and get it. But you don't see me use this very often, but this is my tempera paint that I got from Hobby Lobby. It's like $5 for a huge bottle, as you can see. And I am not really sure. I haven't tried this or anything. Let me grab, here we go. I was gonna say, I'm not real sure what I want to use to put on it, so I'm gonna probably try this and see if it does what I want, and if it does, great. Oh yeah, there we go. I just kind of want the gold to, you see? I just want to put this on here as a backdrop a little bit. I'm hoping this turns out the way I'm picturing it. I've actually kind of got a mental image of what I want to do here, so that's a good thing. And of course, a lot of this is going to get covered, but I don't mind that. I just want it to be there to kind of stand out after everything's on there. You won't be able to see the gold so much, but I wanted it enough that you know me and gold. So I'll do the other side. I think this might be kind of fun. So let's see, what was I gonna say? I'm hoping to do this one, and then I was gonna focus this journal more on the architecture kit, the vintage architecture. Am I saying it right? I feel like I'm saying it wrong. Architecture. There. Yeah, I was hoping to focus more in this one, but then I was thinking maybe I could do the different sizes of paper and add in the other portion of the kit as well. Like the floral parts of it, maybe use it on pages and stuff. I'm not sure, but if I can't do that, I'm going to work on, I think I'm going to try to do 2 journals. Or if I don't do 2 journals, I was thinking I could use the other portion of the kit to build my ephemera from, like my pieces. So there's that. And I wanted this one on the front because it's got more of the cardboard left there, and it kind of gives it more of a differentiation. Now, let me grab these, and I'm just going to dive right in. I can always print more of this out if I need to. I'm gonna look here really quick. So I kind of I'm debating, because I'm thinking maybe I should peel back some of this and cut it so it's not quite so much on the, like, covering it. Let's see. Yeah. So I'm going to trim about a ½ an inch of this tape off. And that way I have a little more of the corrugated cardboard showing. It's relatively even. Not perfect, but... And then, let me see. Go ahead and take a little more of this out of here. Can you guys see that okay? All right, now me see here. I wanted to grab my one of my little rulers here and maybe do a little bit of, let's see. Sorry, I'm kind of thinking I don't want it to be super even. That's why I'm not so, because once I put it on here, I kind of like it to be a little bit patchy. Okay. This is not the, these little rulers are so tiny. They crack me up. I think I mentioned it when I got them to you guys. They look all big and nice and strong and metallic, but they're super tiny, and yeah, they're just weird. They're just kind of weird. I am probably going to also grab some green ink and distress around the edges of these as well. You know what? I meant to do this side. Okay. And then I'm going to do the same thing for the back. Oops, I actually tore that a little more than I meant to. This is kind of boring. I'm sorry, guys. So today is Wednesday of last week, and I just finished the homeless outreach this morning, which was a very good turnout, and I'm sure I've already told you guys about it because this video is going up on Fridays of this week, so of next week, so I'm sure I've already told you, but that's, my brain is kind of still over there thinking, oh my goodness, it went so good. Yeah, it was such an amazing blessing to meet everybody, and we had I mean, for the first time, it was the first one, we had a good turnout, and I think I probably already told you, we had 6 people come, 9 signed up, 6 showed up, but you know, you're getting the word out, and people don't know about it, or they didn't have a way down there, that kind of thing. There we go. So I just did a little green around my gills here, around the edges. I just want this, like I said, I want this to be a backdrop. I'm not really sure. I'm probably going to make a topper or something to go on top of this. So I just wanted to get done. And these are, by the way, these are my botanicals. They are in my shop if you like them and you wanted to know about them. I'm going to use the hot glue gun and see how that goes for me. Let's see. I don't mind that it's they're kind of standing up a little bit. I had thought about doing some stenciling on the cardboard and making like a design or something, but then I don't know, I kind of decided against it. This isn't really going to look like anything that it's going to look like yet, of course. Just, you know how we are. So, and like I said, I really don't know exactly where this is going to go because I just have an idea in my head about how I want it to be, and I'm going to do this one this direction. And I just wanted some backdrop. Now I'm wondering if I could use some of this as well to kind of, nah, I don't think so, not yet. Maybe later. I might save it and see if I want to add it later, but for right now, I think I'm going to stick to just the little bit I'm thinking of. And then it's funny, this piece came off of the same piece, but it just when you do those, any type of coffee dyeing or any dyeing or prints or anything, you just never know what you're going to get. And you can have a page that has like really dark places and then really light. And that was the case with this one. And then I flip this over and put this one on the back. So this piece is a little bit wide. Let me tear down this side a little bit. I want, the reason I'm doing that is because I don't want it to hit on top of, oh, you know what? I didn't cut this one, did I? That's why. I'm like, why is that one wider? It's because I forgot to trim this part. I know I don't really need all this Tyvek tape to be this thick. But when I put it down, I just wanted to make sure that it went and covered on the inside, you know, the spine part, that both sides were covered correctly. And I probably could have gotten away with using one piece, but that seemed a little bit too narrow, so I went ahead and used the two. You might find if you do something like this that it's not too narrow for you, you know. Okay, and again, I'm going to add just a little bit more where I just took that off. Okay. All right. Now, this will fit fine. It would have fit fine if I'd have just kept, if I'd have remembered to do that. What I was going to say earlier, I don't know if I finished my thought. I don't mind if it's raised a little bit. It's actually going down pretty flat on there. I was thinking it would be more raised, but it's not. So that's okay. I mean the paper, like because of the hot glue. Okay, there we go. Oops, oh shoot. Tara, clumsy girl. I'll have to pick that off, huh? All right. All right, there we go. We'll just pull that right off. Those little ribbons. Now, okay, so far so good. So I know it doesn't look like anything right now, but I am going to decorate. So I think it'll be cute when I'm done. I hope. I have, you know, I have had a mojo issue lately. I've been telling you guys that. And so trying to come up with exactly what I want to do is being a little bit of a challenge. I'm going to try something. I love this green, and the botanical theme of this kind of warrants a little bit of green. So we're gonna distress. I may do that throughout because I do love to distress in a theme color. I don't know about you guys, but I've done all lavender journals, all blue journals, all, you know, thistle colored purplish maroon journals. I love that personally. I'm thinking I may do some book pages on these, on the opposite sides of these, possibly, because and this is only going to be a one signature. Okay. Now, let me see. I kind of wish that I had like a vintage, you know, botanical gardening book. Okay, this, oh shoot, it's just shy. I was hoping this would fit. It's like a giant dictionary. But you know what I could do? I could put it on here and then I could actually distress around the edges. That would make a good backdrop, right? Yeah, let's try that. Let's do that. We'll distress with the green after we get it glued down. What do you think? And then this one has floral here. These are both floral. So yeah, let's do that. Let's do it to it. And because it is dictionary, I'm pretty sure that I can just get away with using my glue stick for this. Because that old paper, that paper's over, well, it's just shy of 100 years old. So it's very thin. And I'm thinking that it would hold with just glue stick. Because my glue stick usually works pretty good on thin paper. It's the thicker paper it doesn't hold for me at all. This is my last glue stick, guys. I gotta order more. I'm doing one necessary supply at a time. So like I did my paper, which I go through paper pretty quick when I start printing. I know most of us do. I'm trying to get this on here as straight as I can. But yeah, I did my paper, and then I'm going to do one of my glues, then I'm going to do a second glue. Okay. Go ahead. Ooh. Gonna have to let me air bubbles if I can keep from it. Alright. And then let's do our edges. Oh, I like that. I'm gonna have to like grab a couple of spots where I'm missing glue, right, like right here. That's okay. I'm missing it here too. Now which one? I had opened one of these up. This is what I do when I do see that I need. I just grab my art glitter glue and I go right up into the paper. If it lets me in and I know it's lifting a little bit, I'll just bring it to that edge. I'm just kind of going around the edge, seeing if any of it's lifted anywhere else. Most of it went down. I got it on there pretty good. That's good. Yay. Just this little spot right here. And I just press it on. I don't, like I've told you a million times before, I don't like to use art glitter glue on the old paper because it shows through with streaks of lines and bumps, like a bumpy line. Don't like that. That green is so pretty. I think mostly because I'm using the base of my eco dyes, you know, my green eco dyes. I think that this green, I don't know, just that seemed to set my thought pattern for this journal. So there'll be vintage photo in here too, I'm sure, knowing me. But I think that is a winner for that page. And so yeah, there's one of my pages. Okay, and these are beautiful. So let me see here. And this is my other go-to. It's just coming in here with distress. And what I'm thinking is I'll distress these, and then I'll probably add some coffee dyed paper to the mix, and just put like strips of, you know, to write on, so they have journaling spots. I know some people probably don't like it to look like darker, but I like that pattern, because when it's all said and done, it kind of looks like cloudy, and almost, to me, it almost looks like watercolor. You know how watercolor has the different variants in it and stages of color and stuff, where it's darker and lighter, and it just kind of blends and melts into each other, and that's what that reminds me of. So that's why I don't worry about it. I know some people like it to be super even, and I understand. I even like to take my ink and just run my pad over the paper, and any bumps get caught on it. You know, like if there's any imperfections in the paper and it gets that, I don't know, sometimes I'll even fold my paper, you know, like crunch it up and get the folds in there so that those will catch the color. That's always fun too. It looks leathery when you do that. Okay. And because, like I keep saying, because we're doing the botanical theme, this to me almost looks like a backdrop of a field, or, you know, like a green, like green grass or something like that. I'm wondering, how would this look? I haven't tried to really distress a whole page on the matte side, so let's go for it. Let's just see. It goes on different. You can tell it feels different. The matte paper has kind of a suede feel to it, almost a little suede texture. And then I am going to go around the edges and distress it darker. What time is it? Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna try and work on this by myself in real time as well, because I really want to make sure and be able to finish it within the time frame that we have in July. And like I said, my videos are going to be going up on Fridays, okay? And then there's a list of wonderful ladies. Some are from the last collaboration with the Meadows, Memory of the Meadow, and a couple are new, I believe. Maybe not new to their team, but new to me working in the same collaboration with them. So, okay. Now, I want to have variations through the journal. Some pages I'll have a full distressed look. Some pages are going to be the white, like the other one I did. I left the white background, you know, and then some of them I'm going to do the full. I just want to have a few variations, and I'm going to try to figure out what in the world my sewing machine's doing, so maybe I can, you know, I was going to try to double up the pages back to back and sew them together like I did, like I've done other times, but yeah, the machine was just, the stitching didn't look right. I know something's off in my thread. I haven't used it in a minute, and something's off in the tight, you know, the tautness of the thread. Okay, so what made me think of doing the Tall Skinny journal with this one is because there was these pages in the portrait instead of landscape, and I thought, oh, that would be perfect. for me, and I could give the whole tall journal a chance, tall skinny. Because I've seen so many people posting them, and I'm like, I've got to make one of those. And it's funny because I was thinking about making one, and then I didn't do it, and then everybody started posting them, and I thought, oh man, if I had gotten on the ball and did one back when I was actually thinking about it, I'd have been in more of the first group that was doing it. Now I'm just copycatting everybody. It seems like it. Even though I know I really was thinking about doing it like months and months ago. All right, so there's that page. So now we have 2 pages ready to be sewn in. And we're also going to do some, what do you call it? Ugh, gosh, I can't think. Some copy dyed paper to go into this one. This book, this dictionary, is pretty much the only one I have that's actually big enough to kind of put onto this, so that's why I'm going to be using it. I could collage book pages onto one of the pages, or to a page or two. That could be fun, right? I don't know how big of a signature I'm going to make this. I did the spine at 1 inch. Okay, so, and I know I'm going to decorate, so I will probably, my journals are usually 3 to 4 inches, well, they're usually 2 to 3 inches on the spine, and that's with a 3-part, but they turn into huge gator mouths. And I'm thinking, because of it being just the 1 inch, that I may only do like maybe, I don't know, 12 to 15 pages. And just decorate, the pages for the most part, and gator it out, like I do usually with my others, but this would be a little bit skinnier. I think I'm even, I hope, for the most part. Oh, I went a little high at the top. Oh well. It's got to be what it is, because it's down now. I'm not going to try to lift it, and I'm a little bit crooked. I see it, but it'll be okay. Once it's decorated, it won't be as noticeable, right? Okay. And once it's distressed, it's not quite as noticeable. Okay. Got to share my testimony with some of the ladies and gentlemen that came to the church, and some of the people that go there, a few of the people who were in the ministry. That was nice, because I'm getting to know people, but the best part was getting to share it with the folks that had came as guests, who were experiencing homelessness right now, and encouraging them, because God will make a way. And yeah, I guess there were a couple last night of people who came and spoke with them and gave testimony. And one of the ladies had been on the streets for 17 years, and God's restored her. And that's just an amazing, to survive out there that long is, amazing. And I just realized this green does not necessarily go with the other green, so I'm probably going to use vintage photo on this back side, or the outside of it, because this green would clash with that green. It's fine on the inside because it's a different page, but yeah. So I'm going to get in fact, I'm going to use my espresso, because it's right here in front of me, and it's a little bit juicier than, yeah, that'll be better for this one. Gotta dingy it up, you know me. But yeah, they were really blessed by it. I'm hesitant to talk too much about stuff, because I know you guys have heard everything, because it's already Friday. I guess maybe if you didn't get to listen to our Mass Monday on Monday, that maybe you hadn't heard about it, but I hate repeating myself to you guys. I try not to do that too much. I got to tell them, you know, some about my son's book and, you know, what the Lord has done in his life. And I'm so glad that he's so open for me to share, you know, his testimony, because, you know, it's his testimony and I don't want to share it if he ever didn't like that. But he's like, Mama, you know what? This is who I am. It's my life, and I'm not ashamed. I mean, I've been through some stuff, and I've done some things, and God's forgiven me, and, you know, he grew up hearing me and his dad share our testimony a lot. So I think my kids don't have a big issue with talking about their story, probably just from seeing the impact, you know, ours made on people as we shared. And he really wants to help people. So I've been also, just changing subject, I've been working on our travel album, trying to cover those pages so that does not end up being a long-term project. And so far we have this one and this one and this one, and we're gonna put I'm trying to think what I want to do. What time is it? Okay. I'm trying to think what I want to do on the front of this. As far as, because the lace and the sides here are gonna, I mean, the spine itself, and I can decorate this because the closure I'm gonna do is only gonna be attached here and here. Okay. And then, so I don't have to worry about wrapping it around or, you know, any of that. And then this spine is going to be decorated like on its own, set apart from this front piece. And also the other thing, I don't know that I mentioned it, but I'm going to take another piece of cardboard and I'm going to cover that with fabric or paper. I'm not sure yet which, probably fabric. And I am going to put the signature onto sew the signature onto that. So this is going to be an invisible signature, like it's not going to look sewn. Okay, so it is going to be sewn on there, but it's going to be sewn to a separate piece, and then that piece is going to be glued to this piece. Yeah. So the inside, I wasn't sure if I wanted to put some cloth or if I wanted to do I was looking at these big envelopes and thinking these would make really, because they're so long and tall, like this one here would probably, I mean, I don't usually use a, what do you call it, to fold my, I know most people do, but I don't usually use a, I can't think of what it's called, you know what I mean, the board. Anyway, I just fold them, for the most part. But I was thinking that this could look really cute as a pocket on the inside, you know, up here. Yeah, it would fit. It would fit great. Look at that. Yeah, that would fit great. And I may cover this. I may distress the inside, or I might cover it with book page. I'm just folding it for now to see how it'll look. I can always reprint it too if I want. But I was looking at those big envelopes and thinking, yeah, this would make a nice pocket for the inside cover. See? And maybe put like a little closure right there. That'd be cute, right? So yeah, this is an awesome kit. And it's got so many variables to it that you can do a bunch of different ideas for it. And this one is, let's see how wide. Oh, this one might fit too. Look at that width. Isn't that pretty? I love that. That color green's gorgeous. Good job, Tanya. I think I believe this is Tanya's kit. Correct me if I'm wrong, Tanya. Yeah, and look at this one. Oh, so pretty with the music paper and then the green, that sagey color. Oh, so gorgeous. Yeah, I was thinking this one in the front and this one in the back, and as two envelope pockets on the inside covers. That would be fun. So you guys know where my brain is going. So I could cover this with some, I could either cover this and do like a collage type covering, which you know me, I love my collage, or I was thinking I could do cloth and then put the envelopes on the cloth as pockets. I'll have to think about it. I'll have to think about that. But anyway, on this part, I'm not super sure yet, so I'm not going to do anything today. It's you know, our first video. We've got all month to work on this little beauty. So yeah, anyway, I hope you guys had fun today and that you enjoyed the start of our new journal. I love you so much. You blessings from heaven, every single one of you, and I'm serious. I mean that. You all every day surprise me with messages, and then I got another happy mail from Vanessa, and I haven't even gotten to share it yet with you guys. I didn't even know it was coming, little stinker. She got me so good, and blessed me for our anniversary, for the channel anniversary, for, you know, just such a sweet love. And yeah, so I just want you guys to know you're super special people, and I acknowledge that God's blessed me to know all of you, and I hope that you always feel loved because you are. God bless you, and I will see you guys tomorrow on Saturday. I was making sure, is it Sunday? It's Saturday tomorrow. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. I love you. Bye.